大家好，我是杨安德. My name is Alex, and today we'll be learning how to read Chinese characters. Some of you may think it's scribbles or it's chicken scratch, but it's actually not. Take a look at some of these examples. 火, which means fire. 木, which means tree. 日, which means day or sun. 月, which means moon or month. 人, which means person or people. 口, which is your mouth. 门, which means door. 山, which means mountain. Take note of the pattern of the character. This is known as the radical. Now here are a list of the 214 kanji radicals in Chinese. Some of these are common, but some of these you may not even know existed. It's good to familiarize yourself with these because sometimes it'll make reading characters that much easier. Chinese characters tell stories. Back in the day, Chinese characters looked like what we know today as hieroglyphics. Take a look at these examples. Yue, which means moon. Look at the first picture. It looks like a crescent moon. Now, as it evolved, it's refined and straightened out to look like the character we know today as Yue, moon. Take a look at the sun. Here's a picture of a sun, and now here's a ancient Chinese character to represent the sun, as a circle with a dot in the middle. Now here's the modern day Chinese character for sun, Zhi, which is a rectangle or box with a line in the middle. Now here are some more examples. Let's take a look at Shan, which is mountain. Notice it has 3 hills in the picture. And now it looks like a crown. And then now it kind of revolved into Shan. Now take a look at all these endings. They all have straightened lines and boxes. But in the pictures, they kind of had like squiggles or circular patterns to them. But in refined Chinese, modern day Chinese, they don't really have circular. And they're more like straightened lined and dots. Now here are some common radicals. Water, 水. The water radical, which is this, implies that it has something to do with water or liquids. Take a look at the examples. 汁, which is juice. 汗, which is to sweat. 池, which is pond. 汤, which is soup. 酒, which is wine. Look at this character and memorize it because you'll see it a lot in your Chinese classes. 洗, to wash. 洋, which is ocean. 流, which is to flow. Take a look at this character. Bamboo. Now look at these. Can you guess how it got developed? Yeah. Look at the leaves. And now look at the shoot. Now look at the character. The leaves and the shoot. Now let's look at an example. 筷子. The radical of bamboo is on top of the character. Can you guess what that means? Yep. Chopsticks. Now for the next example, 木 is tree. If you put 2 moos together, you get 林, which is forest. 村 is village. 梅, which means plum. 果, which means fruit. You might not notice the character at first, but it's actually on the bottom. 板, which means board or plank. 棋, which means chess. 根, which is root. 杯, which is cup. Now for the next character, means shou. This is how the shou character looks like. Now this is the radical for hand. Notice how these characters look a little bit different. This for shou, for the hand character, has a line on top of it, but the radical does not. Now let's look at the examples. 握, which means to hold or to grasp something. 接 is to receive. Now look at the picture. It has 2 people using 2 hands to give something to somebody. This implies the respect. 提, which means to carry. 拉, which means to pull. 推, which means to push. Da, which means to strike or to hit something. Lastly, we're looking at fire. 火 灯, which means lamp. 炒, which means to fry. 烟, which means to smoke. 炉, which means stovetop. 炎, which means flame. Now look at this character. It has two of the 火, the fire, together on top of each other. 秋, which means autumn. That is all I have for you today. 谢谢大家，再见。